one of the things that you do really well that we've kind of danced around the actual name for it is task analysis. And so, can you actually define what task analysis is, which is something that you are the ultimate queen rock star of? And I mean, really, I should give you a crown that says task
Oh, I
analysis.
want
Yeah.
one.
That, I mean, that'd be cool, right?
Yeah.
But what does it mean, and how would it be beneficial to all of us, no matter the stage in our career, to simplify our jobs?
Yes. Okay. So task analysis is essentially just breaking down a complex skill into a step-by-step plan. And when it comes to our speech pathology world, that means teaching a skill. So I'm going to give an example because I think examples really help with this. So the example I gave earlier, where questions. So if you we're looking at how to teach where questions. You wouldn't just jump in with like, where do you wash your hands? Little 3-year-old with a language disorder. He wouldn't know. Like, we're not there. And it would be really hard to teach at that level to a child who has no concept of where. So I like to kind of pull from just breaking the skill apart, but also the developmental progression of that skill. So the very first where questions that babies learn is, where's your nose? Because we do that one with babies. And where's mama? And just looking like, where's mama? Oh, there she is. So if you look at how do we break down this in using task analysis, we can start with very simple pointing, where's your nose? So we're talking about on their person, which makes it less of a cognitive load. And we're talking about all they have to do is point. They don't have to have a verbal answer. So less of a linguistic load. So we want to break it down to the very easiest version of that skill possible. Then it's where's mommy? Where's the ball? And that's just look at it. Maybe point. That's all we're asking. So that then brings it one step further, which is taking it from a nonverbal answer on self to a nonverbal answer on something else or in a different location, right? So we're just adding one teeny tiny complexity to the skill. Then once they can do that, then we're going to have them give us a verbal answer, but we're going to limit the choices to 2. So we're going to have a barn and we're going to have a house and we're going to have a cow and we're going to say, where's the cow? And we're going to help them either say house or barn. And we just give them 2 choices and they only have to say one of the 2 choices. Then we're going to say, okay, where's the thing? And we're going to have it moved around to a different room or a different place in the room. So now there's more than 2 choices. Then we're going to move up to these more hypothetical questions like, where do you wash your hands? So basically we're starting with the very simplest we can break that skill down to, and we just gradually add pieces on as we go. And the first time this concept was presented to me, I still remember where I was. I was at Tantera at the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. And I was in a little conference room and there was somebody presenting about social skills. And she's like, we used task analysis. And I'm like, that's a fun word. And she's like, here's how we did it. And she like broke down a social skill. And I was like, what? Like it was like light bulbs and explosions in my head. And then as every skill that I thought of after that, I was like, no, that makes sense. I can just break it down into the steps. And then, you can have a worksheet or an activity or just something that you do with the child just to practice that one little skill before you go up to the next gradual skill. And they learn so much faster than if you're expecting them to do the big skill all at once.